Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name's Chase, and welcome to ChasePacks. Nullifying Zero secret rares have been revealed on the Japanese side. Now, Nullifying Zero is going to translate into our perfect order, and if you remember from a couple videos back, or just from the news you've seen, YouTube videos, not a whole lot of people were hyped about it, right? We saw the featured Pokemon. Not everybody loved the featured Pokemon. We saw the box art. Not everybody was thrilled with the box art. But now we get to look at the cards. And, a lot of those people who were speculating it was going to be a mid-set, they might be right. They might be right, but that might not be a bad thing. We'll talk about that later. We'll get into a little bit of Ascended Heroes news regarding some products on release day. So let's jump straight into it. Let's look at some of these cards. All right. I'm not going to go through every single one of these cards. This type of artwork is an artwork that it just reminds me of like Black Bolt, White Flare, because we had a million illustration rares in Black Bolt and White Flare. And it seemed like a lot of them were just low effort. Doesn't mean they weren't good looking cards. They were just very blah, just a Pokemon, a little bit of color in the background, and that was it. And, if you're making a set as big as Black Bolt and White Flare was, I know they're two opposite sets, but you know what I'm saying? I can see how they just kind of threw some Pokemon on some cards and put some color behind them. But with the set this small, I'd like to see more than an artwork like that. Now, this Talonflame looks good. Looks good. This is an IR that I would be happy to pull. That looks good. The Clefairy, we saw this 2 or 3 days ago. This is actually a really nice artwork. This might be my favorite IR from the set. This is a really nice looking card. Getting down here, the Raticate looks nice. I mean, I'm a Gen 1 guy, so I really enjoy the Raticate. But looking through some of these other ones, it's kind of like, yeah, it's going to be a mid-set, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with a set being a mid-set. It's like Pokemon can't make bangers forever, because I feel like, man, it's been a minute since there's been something that wasn't super hyped up, right? Ascended Heroes is super hyped up, as it should be, because, I mean, the cards are phenomenal. Let's get down here what everybody wants to see. Let's look at some secrets. Actually, let's take a look at this. This Yveltal EX, this full art, is actually probably my favorite full art from the set, and that's a great looking card. Not big full art guy, but this is a really good looking card. I like that a lot, actually. But let's get down to some of the featured Pokemon, what everybody was worried about, right? Everybody was considered, everybody was like, Mega Starmie, Mega Zygarde, Meowth, Mega Clefable, can they really carry a set? And to be honest with you, my first thought was no, they can't carry a set. But I was still on the team on the side of let's not jump to conclusions until we see the cards. But I also was not blaming anybody for saying, oh, you know what, the set's not going to be very good. Because I was like, they're probably right, but I'm not going to say nothing until the cards get revealed. But we have the cards. All right, the Mega Starmie actually looks pretty cool. I like the artwork. It's just different. You'll see as we go through some of these cards, they're very like comic book cartoonish. This one is not, in my opinion. This looks good. This is probably my favorite. Will be my favorite SIR from the set. This will be my chase card for the set, I would imagine. It looks good though. I like that a lot. The Mega Clefable, the Clefairy, Clefable, that whole line doesn't do a whole lot for me. I mean, it is a Gen 1 Pokemon, and they are very popular Pokemon. I understand that. It's like the cutesy cards aren't really for me though. But the colors look nice on it. The Mega Zygarde, the artwork looks phenomenal on this, and I have not been on that screen. My bad, guys. Let me go back here. Yeah, the Mega Clefable, it looks good. Like I said, the colors look good. Just Clefable as a Pokemon doesn't do a whole lot for me. The Mega Zygarde, the artwork looks really, really good. The colors are really, really cool on this card. But Zygarde as a Pokemon it just is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know a whole lot of people going crazy for Zygarde, but the actual artwork looks really, really good. It kind of reminds me of the Gengar, just the way the art is done. But this is a good looking card. It really is. The Meowth SAR I like a lot. Very cartoonish, very comic book-y. Kind of reminds you of the Mega Attack rares. It reminds me of the Mega Attack rares. This is a really nice card. I mean, this could grow on me. This could easily become my chase card over the Mega Starmie, but Meowth, Starmie, Clefable, there are some popular Pokemon in here, but we're gonna talk about Ascended Heroes later. So it's got Gengar and Dragonite in it. it's like, you know, and when Pokemon releases these sets that are like Pokemon has to know this wasn't going to be near as good as Ascended Heroes, right? I think we all know that Pokemon knows what sets are going to be super hype. They've been putting a lot of effort into these special sets lately. But here's the gold card. I actually really like the golds from the Mega Evolution era. I really do. Like, you know, the Zygarde, it's fine as a Pokemon again, but the gold card is actually fully gold. I like this a lot. I think this looks good. But you know, the set is okay, right? And there's gonna be people out here who it hits them just right, and they like the set a lot, and they like all the cards. And don't get me wrong, all the artwork looks good. Like like the artwork on these secret rares most of the time is always going to be good. It's like for me anymore, it's like it depends on what Pokemon's on the card. That like determines the set for me. So when I saw the featured Pokemon, I went, that might be okay. When I saw the featured Pokemon for Ascended Heroes, I was like, oh, this is going to be a big set, right? It just has more desirable Pokemon in the set. But let's go over here, Ascended Heroes. Let's just take a look at some of the cards because I haven't seen them myself in a long time. This is the Mega Gengar that kind of reminded me of the Mega Zygarde, just artwork style. This is a beautiful card. I mean, it's like you put this card or you put this card in perfect order, nullifying 0. By the way, is it nullifying 0 or is it nihil 0? I've heard both. But if you put either of these cards in that set, it would become 10 times more desirable, at least. But yeah, Ascended Heroes, you know, obviously we're still waiting on the release of this. But bad news for Ascended Heroes, unfortunately, on release day. It's like, okay, so heard from a couple reliable sources, a couple other bigger channels that have distribution, and the 2-pack blisters are getting pushed back a month. So the only thing that we're going to get on release day is the 3-pack blisters. And it's like, it was bad enough when it was the 2-packs and the 3-packs. And now they're only releasing the 3-pack blisters on release day. So, I mean, how expensive is this set going to be? It's like, people are already going crazy over it. It hasn't even came out yet. Mega Dream was a huge hit. If you watch any rip and ships lately, tons of people are opening boxes of Mega Dream. So kind of what I want to talk about was with Ascended Heroes in perfect order. It's like, is this going to be, and this is just posing a question, is this going to be a perfect storm for the hobby to potentially slow down? Because you could kind of make an argument for that. It's like, okay, Ascended Heroes is going to come out. There's not going to be near enough for everybody. A lot of people might be annoyed more than they already are with the hobby, with how expensive things can be and how hard things can be to find. So it's like, okay, Ascended Heroes is going to be a nightmare, an absolute nightmare on release day. $15, $20 packs, right? And then Perfect Order is going to come out. It's not near as desired. It's kind of a dull set. Like comparatively to some sets we've had recently, it's going to be kind of a dull set. And it's like the combo of those two, is it going to be something where we could potentially see the hobby slow down with the combination of those two? That's like a one argument you can have. The other argument is, it's like, okay, Ascended Heroes is a fire set, great cards in it. It's going to be hard to find. People are going to pay a lot of money for it, and they're going to be dying for it, and they're going to overpay for it. And Perfect Order, you know, they're kind of it'll be there, and people might skip over it, but like the hype's still going to be there for Destin. The hype's still going to be there for Prismatic. The hype will be there for Ascended Heroes. And maybe with the Ascended Heroes, with Perfect Order being a slower, smaller, not as desired set, maybe it pushes all that traffic back to Destin, back to Prismatic, into Ascended Heroes, and it really doesn't slow anything down. You might see Perfect Order go lower for booster box price, lower for ETB price than we've seen with recent sets, but it's like, or maybe not, you know, or maybe, like I said at the beginning, the combination of these two sets coming out, the way they're coming out with Ascended Heroes are going to be hard to find and not a whole lot of product coming. Perfect Order being a mid set, and people just kind of fade away. Like that happens. Like everybody's been saying for a long time, it's like if Pokemon put out 2 to 3 mid or bad sets, that would really slow down the hobby. And to be honest with you, I would love for the hobby to slow down. I would like to see booster boxes Like you don't want to really, I don't know if you necessarily want to see them like 80 to $110. Like you definitely don't want to see them at like wholesale price, but like anywhere from like 150 to 180, 190, like depending on the set. Like I think that's probably where a lot of collectors and where a lot of people in the business on the business side would like to see it. And that makes sense to me. But on the other side of things, it's like, okay, Ascended Heroes, super, super hype. 30th anniversary coming around the corner. Gen 10 coming this year. Even with a set like Perfect Order, if I had to guess right now, I think this entire year, I think 2026 for the entire year is going to be hype, busy. Things, I don't think they're going to go up like they were just constantly going up 8 months ago, but I don't see the hobby slowing down, that's for sure. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments if you have seen the reveals, the secret reveals. Let me know how you feel about them. Let me know what was your initial reaction to Nullifying Zero / Perfect Order and the cards and the featured Pokemon. And after seeing these reveals, how do you feel now? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about 2026 for this year coming up. How do you think it's going to play out? And guys, I'll catch you in the next one.